This is a series that I wanted to create because there's not enough content creators in mind of creating content from our rivals and creating guides, right? Essential, fundamental guides. And I'm not talking about your simple guides to characters like, oh, how to be the best Loki, how to be the top 100 Elsa Bloodstones, right? We've seen those, like the tips and guides and tricks of Elsa Bloodstone, how to be the best one. And it's like, dude, she just came out 3 hours ago. No, this is not one of those top or those videos, but I wanted to create a videos talking about the essentials and fundamentals that players should have in mind when playing these roles in Marvel Rivals, how to be a Vanguard, how to be a DPS, or things to look out for. And most importantly, for my role, I wanted to create this a strategist because I am a strategist player, right? A strategist main. I wanted to create this series. I'm gonna call it Marvel Rivals Walk and Talks, and this is going to use my matches, my probably preferably my ranked matches because that's where I get the most sweaty and I actually care whenever I decide to play this game. Uh, I try not to play quick play because it just doesn't matter as much to me. But I wanted to use my ranked matches and walk and talk you guys through what's going through my mind, why I'm playing the way I'm playing, some small details that are useful um, for you guys as the player base, and once again for definitely the strategist community. I may not have the best mic. I don't have a PC. I play on consoles. Yeah, oh my gosh, ooh, it's even worse. He's a console player, right? But and I haven't been Celestial since season 3.5. So, like, hot damn, right? Or season three. I haven't been Celestial since season three. So, and I took a massive break, which I probably should have never done in the first place. But here I am. Um, but I still understand, and I play mini games like this, the core fundamentals and concepts of a team-based game, of a role-based game, right? And this is what I want to talk about. So, without further ado, let's get to it. But before we get to that, actually, let me make sure. But from my previous recordings, it was too low. I'm also my enunciation. My bad. I'm trying to check my mic quality. Okay, now we can get back to this. Let's get to the video.
Chaos. I am Loki, goddess of mischief, and the queen of Asgard.
Now I'm going through my first
30
decisions.
seconds before you
We just
attack.
went
Get
through
ready.
the previous match, or previous round. I'm sorry.
Danger.
Um,
We must act
Penny.
swiftly
They're
if we wish
playing
to save
Penny.
it.
Sounds like
Who
someone's
do they
been
have?
hanging out at the
They have
TVA
Squirrel
again.
Girl,
How is my
Jeff,
old pal Morbius?
Penny,
Mobius,
Hulk,
not Morbius. That's a
and
different guy.
Spider Man.
TVA, TVA. I do not know of
Now
which is
we
Battle
have
starts in
Magic, who's
5.
gonna be our diver.
Four,
Thor,
3, 2,
Tinkpool,
1. All you need to do is
CD,
capture the
Self
mission
Loki
area.
here,
Got it?
and then which I
If I
swapped
didn't
the
have
suit,
Tandy,
or admin
the Dark
server suit,
Force would have taken me a long time.
server admin suit, and Bucky. As you guys know, Bucky is a great piece, but Bucky does both, of course, but Bucky's not even the main person
I lied.
the diver. I forgot to mention one. I forgot to increase the size of the screen so you guys can see the full thing. And two, this walk and talk, this Marvel Rivals walk and talk is going to be uh, dealing with one of the most oppressive matters and topics, hot topic of for strategists, which is divers, right? How to deal with divers. Um, it seems like many of us have a hard time, a difficulty in dealing with divers in this community as far as my strategist players. This, I'm going to try my best in walking you through my mental state and just some key concepts of how to deal with divers in the best way that I can, and tips and tricks and such like that. Now, this is a great video in many reasons. For many reasons, because as you guys can see on the screen, Spider-Man, the bane of the bane of many strategist players' existence, at least lower ranked players in terms of dive. He is just so oppressive, and the this is not to downplay anybody's ranks or anything like that, but just for the casual player base of any player, the player base of Marvel Rivals, essentially, but it's indefinitely the player base of strategist players, right? Majority of strategist players have a difficulty in dealing with Spider-Man. Man, I remember season like 2 and 3, and a little bit of 4 when I was here before I took my long-awaited break. People were just banning Spider-Man. It was like it was so annoying, but that's also when he was a lot stronger too, right? Before he got nerfed. Um, but yeah, what wild times seeing the Spider-Man nerfs, or the Spider-Man being banned, prominently banned, and people just could not deal with him. And the same thing with Black Panther too, right? Crazy how the meta has shifted from then. But that was when dive was the meta and the way to go. But still, people still have a hard time as strategists, or as my fellow strategists, in dealing with dive. Um, and I want to talk about that. Let me get back to the video. But yeah,
I'm fine. Don't mind me or anything.
Looks like the mission area is yours to
so
capture.
I immediately die. Squirrel Girl is just that's seriously a problem. Please, everyone,
Even when you can't see
for
me, I'll still need
Capture
you.
the mission area.
for the love of all things holy, please, this is not just for Vanguards. This is not just for my DPS players. This is also for my strategist players as well. If there's a penny in your match, please shoot the nest. It is not that difficult. The only thing is difficult for most people is because it annoys them. That is the only quote unquote difficulty, because they have to look away and from something else, which is firing and shooting the enemy, to go handle that, which I get it. Yes, it is annoying, but it is also part of the game. So please, if there's a penny on the match or within your match, please shoot the nest. That goes for anybody and everybody on your team. Okay. Okay, I'm coming back with Sue. Um,
Force burst.
Spider-Man gets cooked. You guys need to play, have confidence. As strategists, you need to have confidence. Use it in dealing with divers. This whole game, as you guys are going to see, this whole entire game, the diver is not even, doesn't feel as a threat to me. He is more of an annoyance, and not an annoyance in a bad way, but in a way that he's just a pesky fly, right? He doesn't hurt me in a sense. The threat level I feel from this Spider-Man player and the way I treat divers majority of the time is that they're not like a mosquito where they can. I don't think of them as a mosquito. They are more of a pesky fly, right? They can't give me any harmful diseases or anything like that. They're just simply an annoyance that just doesn't hinder me, but just annoys me from getting my job done. While I'm doing my job, I should say, not getting my job done, but while I'm doing my job. Because the point is, I'm trying to make is that I'm still functioning at high capacity and doing my job as a strategist, but the fly is just an annoyance that's simply in the way while I'm doing my job.
Thanks.
Checking on my healing. Spider-Man is identified. Um, so, okay. Okay. Spider-Man is identified. I immediately see Spider-Man. My team is face forward. My C&D is behind me, as you guys can see on top of that ledge there. I'm ready to push. Now I push. That was dumb of me. He comes from shield. I love this Bucky so much. This is such an amazing play here in terms of my DPS is just on it, right? I didn't ping Spider-Man. We all heard Spider-Man. I immediately turned for Spider-Man. My C and D nose is watching me as she's also watching the battlefield, right? My Bucky is ready to go. He knows. He knows Spider-Man's coming. This is I love this video. Like this whole video is probably one of my favorite games. Honestly, I played in a long time that I've ever had in general. Spider-Man goes for the pull. Not too much. I shield myself. Bucky is immediately on it. Great peeler, great Bucky. Definitely top tier Bucky in terms of situational awareness. Yeah, that's how you do it, right? In terms of if you're gonna be a peeler, amazing work, right? He's on it. But didn't even ping. Spider-Man goes for ult. Now, see, like I said, see, he's watching. If she bubbles me, I would have survived, but the Jeff got me. The Jeff beam. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay, resume. Go back in normal speed. Positioning strategist players. I'm gonna harp on you guys throughout the whole entire video. Positioning and awareness, which is a part of positioning, um, or which is a positioning is a part of awareness, I should say, matters. It is effective. It is unfortunate that my scenario happened the way that it did, right? There's two things here, but we're gonna go about this one, right? Positioning of this Jeff. He understands his capabilities and his range. Perfect play by this Jeff here. He knows he has a squirrel grill for cover and fire, and his ability to be able to heal from a far distance, right? And he has all this cover, perfect angle, amazing. We have a magic. She can't go in as much because they have a penny nest who like this team is heavily countered against our magic, right? They have a penny nest or a penny nest, and they have a squirrel girl to counter our magic. And then of course Jeff too also can quote unquote counter magic in a sense, right? So this team is stacked against like the odds are stacked against our magic player heavily, right? But we are making it work by the way we play. Now, another thing I want to say, by me, let me take this back. Strategist players, you need to know, and this is going to raise your ego a bit, which you guys already do. We as a community already do, but there's an importance into why we say it and the reason why it's said. You are the most important person on your team. You guys get so used to saying that, oh, I'm the most important person, I'm the most important role, right? Yes, you are. But the problem is, you guys do not play like it or make very atrocious mistakes within the basics that prove that you guys are just make our role look bad or extremely easy. You know, with we are the most important person on our team. So with that being said, you need to highly value your life and how you play, right? Which is what once again I'm going to harp on awareness. Awareness is so important. Your positioning, how you play, it all matters, right? Me dying in this fight
In time.
completely makes it harder for my team. Look who we lost. I died, right? You guys can see my symbol. I died. The moment I died, Our entire team went down. Deadpool is down. You can see his emblem there in the back. Thor went down. And me, of course, Imbus, I went down. And I think Bucky goes down here in a bit as well. Yeah, Bucky goes down here in a bit. And our C&D, positioning matters, right? C&D should you guys will see her in a little bit. She's in the far right. She went up to the top.
Spider time!
I'm
I
And
don't
Bucky's
give
still
up
up
so
at this point.
easily.
Okay, Magic goes down. Then Bucky should go down. C&D,
Control lost!
the far right to the top.
Not enough
She's on
force
top of
yet.
the tower. She's safe right now. She's being quiet. You see how much that affected me? Because that Spider-Man got that lucky pick. Our whole team went down because of that. Almost our whole team. Except for Team E. I got my ult ready. My ult so we can walk up.
I'll get you next. Their team's
Team E comes back around to join the team. Painful goes down. That's Spider-Man. Okay. I'm gonna try not to talk over as much because it's super loud, right? Um, and my mic is super quiet. But okay, so this is what happens. There's a lot of things going on right now, so I'm trying to slow it down for you guys. Um, Speaking of slowing down, let's actually slow it down. Okay, so here we go. We're walking up. I ult, go in. Tank pool's dead. I immediately shield Bucky. There's a lot of things about to happen right now. C and D, who's still at the top behind us, throws down because we have the Spider-Man who just came through. Spider-Man is identified in this area. We hear him, right? She throws her bubble down. Spider-Man comes from the top. I'm making sure Bucky's still good. My C and D is covering for both of us, throwing her bubble down to make sure we're both good. So now I can engage her or I can both engage in the threat. Bucky's attention is still facing forward on the hook right now. You guys see, obviously he has an arm. He's trying to hook. He's trying to hook Hulk um out of place or see if he can get a lucky yank. Right? Bucky has the shield. He has the bubble. He's good. I turn around. I can immediately address the threat of the Spider-Man. Spider-Man is trying to get the Bucky. He has three options right now. Spider-Man, in the Spider-Man's eye, he has so much, a lot of food on his plate, essentially, right? I understand that cloak because Bucky is busy. Strategist, you need to know when and where for your C&D players, but overall, a strategist, when and where to swap, understand what's going on, and how to apply yourself in that position. Both me and C&D understand that Bucky is going to be busy. We identified that, which is why I put the shield and she put the bubble down. Now, me and C&D strategist players, you need to be self-sufficient. We understand that Bucky's going to be busy. He cannot immediately peel and address the. We're not looking for Bucky to be our knight in shiny armor, okay? Me and C&D are going to get the job done here. So we start addressing the Spider-Man. She goes to cloak form. I'm attacking Spider-Man as well. Spider-Man is blinded, right? I also understand. Now, with this being said, I also understand that I know C and D. She's going to be busy a lot of times to counterplay against Spider-Man going into Dagger. So I am prepared mentally and at the ready to do all the heavy lifting of healing in this matter. There's a mutual agreement and understanding of that, right? And we're going back at it. And we just swap off, right? And then our magic gets a kill on Jeff and the Spider-Man he was swinging out of place. And we just swap right back off. Like everything's normal. Nothing happened. Once again, he's treating the diver, Spider-Man in this case, like not like a mosquito. but treating him like he is a pesky fly, right? Still able to function at a high capacity in doing our job as strategists and maintaining the status, quo and the flow of things, while also be able to deal with the Spider-Man. Great coverage. Okay. Okay, Spider-Man comes down. Spider-Man is back. He comes down. He immediately sees me. My health is low. Just a disappear. Okay, my health is low. He immediately identifies me as a diver. I am low on health. She's easy pickings. My C and D is at the front. She's facing towards the front. I'm not worried about getting picked off here. I'm good. I still have a 200 HP shield here, right? Not only that, I still also have my jump as well, where I can go invisible and back off. And overall, I am completely fine in dealing and comfortable with dealing with the Spider-Man, the dive, by myself. I am self-sufficient enough to deal with him. At least have the ability to, what's the word, kite, to kite him long enough for my team to sustain themselves and maintain the battle in the front lines. I'm also notice I'm not too far back away from my team to where I can't be saved, right? And if anything, I can push forward, not backwards, to join my team if anything is to happen here. Big things. Okay.
Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
Once again, look, I'm self-sufficient. He backs away. He can't deal. He knows he's not gonna get me. Look at my team. Does my team? I didn't even ping my team here. I'm dealing with Spider-Man. They're facing forward. He's gone. By the time they come back to help me, he's gone. I'm not even worried about him. Go right back to me. Okay.
Clearly, you needed some help.
Spider-Man sees me. He identifies me. He's trying to come back for more again. Right? He sees I put my shield down. I'm about to go on a cooldown or take my shield down. He's trying to keep me by myself. I'm still in the ult. I'm about to get my ult. Tries to get me. He almost gets me. I'm in pain. Let's go. Now, this is going to be a good play. He's ulting. Okay. Let's do it. Strategist players, you guys need to pay attention. I know it's a lot going on. There's many jobs that we have to do, positioning, um, battlefield awareness, making sure everybody's healed, you know, managing our cooldowns, and in sustaining the team, right? But among the many jobs of strategists, you also need to pay attention to ult charge, right? At least you don't may not need to. You should strive to keep in mind of all of your enemy team's ults, but you indefinitely need to keep in mind of the most dangerous ones or most threatening ults to you specifically. In this case, for us, Spider-Man, because he's the diver, right? In this case, and he's been the most prominent on us. He's already gotten me once at the beginning of the match, right? So me and C and D are keeping not only eyes on him, but also being aware of when he's about to have an ult ready to take us on, right? Positioning, we're not too far back away from our team, right? Look at us. We're playing behind cover here. Not just the group walls, but the gigantic tree in the center. Look at looking for him. I see him. You know he's behind there. C and D knows he's behind there. Still keeping our attention. He's waiting for us to turn around.
That's a dead.
She immediately swaps. Look, me and her at the ready. What did I say? We see him above, right here. We see him, we know he's there. Still keeping attention, she's healing. I go back to healing. The moment he thinks that we're open, she swaps, he comes down, she's ready. C and D is already ready. Amazing play. She's ready. She's in cloak form. I'm ready to also help her and heal her through it so she can DBS him properly, right?
The Amazing
He goes
Spider-Man!
for an ult,
That's a
okay,
dead.
comes down.
Don't mess with the
Away.
Amazing Spider-Man!
I keep her shielded here. Beautiful. Okay. He comes down for ult. She's ready. We're both ready. He ults. I shield her. By me shielding her, she's not able to get a CC by his ultimate ability, and she can phase out. She throws a bubble on herself. He goes straight. Okay, there we go. She throws a bubble on herself. She's able to phase out, throw a bubble on herself. Beautiful play. Spider-Man comes down. He sees I'm weak. He goes for me, tries to kill me. What do? I don't jump backwards. I don't backpedal. I go straight towards my team and most importantly, my co-healer. I go straight for my co-healer. I have invisible, so I have a getaway free card, and I have the bubble. Boom.
That's a dead.
He comes down. And once again, self-sufficient. Bucky and the team are able to pay attention to the front lines. Me and my C and D are ready and are self-sufficient enough to where they don't have to worry about us for the most of the time. We're not pinging them 1,000 times. You know, we're ready. We can be self-sufficient. They're not even worried about us. Bucky's able to attack the front lines as you know, free as he wants to, while we can maintain ourselves.
Spider-Man! Hope I make the cut!
Transition, bam. We get the bolt. He tries to come back,
No worries.
and then C and D gets the kill. Beautiful play. Look at it. Easy transition. He gets out. He dips away. They play back. Did I go a little too forward? I did go a little too forward. But yeah, they go back. Now, unfortunately, and part of the process of and me and C and D handling ourselves, Bucky, you're gonna lose them. But once again, you are the most important person on the team. You two are the most important people on the team. If one of us went down once again, they would have steamrolled us like the first time I went down by the Spider-Man ult. So we only instead of losing the entire team because I went down, we only lost one person, and the remainder of the team was able to sustain themselves and keep up, right? And in the meanwhile, as well, Spider-Man came back and immediately got killed by the C&D. Beautiful play. She got her pick.
I've got your back.
Oh, yeah.
If your enemy support ults, get out of the ult. Obviously, situational dictates, but majority of the time, you want to get out of the ult, right? The enemy strategist ult is going to have some negative side effect to you that you don't want to be in. The whole reason why you just get out of the ult. CD and I immediately knew. I jumped out. She phased out. Played. What did we do? Situational awareness and used the gigantic tree to our advantage. It is also okay, strategist players. It is also okay to not immediately counter ult. Support ult with your ult. Sometimes you can wait it out to make their to lessen the advantage or the effect of their ult, right? Essentially to make it less useful is what I'm saying, right? It was 6 seconds from what I counted, that she waited before she ulted, and then we got a freebie because of that. And then not only that, so she does that. I think she just did that by accident. Her Terracate, because she thought they were gonna come around to the right side, so she was ready to drop that. And then they also ported, and because of my positioning behind the tree, I'm not getting blitzed. Well, one, if I was positioned still in that ult, they would have got me from behind, and I would have been dead. And I would have been slow too because of the ult. But because of my positioning behind the cover of the tree and just in general behind the cover of the tree, and I'm at an off angle as a strategist too, they come through. Namor is not paying attention to me. He thinks because Namor can't see inside. Uh, Namor can't see where Strange is porting, right? Only Strange can. So Namor thinks I'm inside. His attention is going to be inside the ult, right? Strange is Strange is attention is diverted between the C and D ult, which is going to take his main attention and forward because everybody's inside the ult, or who was inside the ult, main point of battle. So he has to pay attention to that. But because I'm at a off angle, he has to divert his attention to a degree between me as well. And because I have a free off angle on Namor, Namor doesn't realize yet that I'm there. So I get a free bit of DPS on him and I can reposition him as well, right? So now his attention is also diverted in trying to take me out. And he's trying to come from the side, but she did a pink pull. And it went back inside the portal. Now they're stuck. And she's got pink pull and she can't come in now. Free. Easy game. Easy game. Alright. It's a little bit faster than my original other videos, I'm pretty sure. But thank you guys. This is my first time doing this. I'm just doing this type of content. Majority of my content is just gameplay, or as you guys may have seen me on the YouTube Shorts page, which more of my videos have been very prominent in that category. YouTube does a really good job at promoting my shorts, but I'm trying to push into more of the educational um, content in terms of Marvel Rivals, right? But besides the fact, though, yeah, this is my first time doing this type of content. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys, whoever even sees this, finds this video very helpful. I want to do more of these for sure, and just these walk and talks of my content. Not just simply because I'm using my content for educational purposes and help you guys see for strategist players what's going through my mind when I play, how I play. It's not always going to be wins, but even in losses too, what I have in the future. Um, of what I'm thinking, why I did that, what I was thinking was going to happen, or me trying to predict something that's going to happen in those scenarios. So once again, I hope you guys like this video, the content of this video. If you guys know what to do. I'm not gonna. I hate saying that. Like and subscribe. But if you guys like that and like this stuff, let me know in the comments. Share it with people, please. Please share. I'm not going to ask for like and subscribes, but I would ask you guys humbly to please share this videos, um, and for more people to see this in the future, and to get this content out there so they can points and tips and things like that to help me and help you, mostly you guys, along the way. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Um, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this type of stuff. Until then, Sergeant Doomer out. Deuces.